And welcome to today's episode of the Love and Light Show, where today your special guest is Tina Saulnier, and she is so amazing. She's an intuitive healer, and she's going to help us get unstuck. So do you feel like you're kind of stuck in your life? Do you feel like there's some blockages maybe? Or do you even just want to have a heart chakra opening? Because we're going to do an amazing experience at the end. She's going to give us some wonderful clearing energy. So be sure to share this out to any of your friends or loved ones who want to experience a clearing energy and have some more expansion, open space in their heart chakra. Definitely share it out to them and let us know when you pop on. We're on the Be Live platform, so we can't see you as you join live, but you have to say hi. So I know that there's 3 people on right now, so be sure to engage with us, ask us any questions, throw out comments, let us know how everything's going for you. And we're going to get into some really awesome stuff. So if you're unfamiliar with the Love and Light Show, we go live every Monday at 12 Atlantic, 11 Eastern, to showcase new light workers that can help you on your healing journey, to show you ways that you can heal and grow and expand, to give you new tips and tricks and strategies that'll help you on your journey. And there's always some sort of exercise or healing so you can benefit and get little taste testers of all the wonderful things that are out there that can support you as you grow and heal and awaken into this wonderful world, so we can lift each other up, showcase really cool things that can help you grow and expand, so we can all lift the vibration of the planet up together. And I'm Laura McPhee. I'm a happiness coach and healer, so I love empowering women to get to their dream happy lives. So helping people pleasers and perfectionists, workaholics and caregivers let go of all their stress and worry and overwhelm, all the self-sacrificing tendencies that they have, all the stuff that's been holding them back or keeping them in suffering, so that they can move forward and live their dream happy life where they're happy and healthy, fulfilled and abundant, and feel just so great about their life consistently. And one of the ways I do that is through clearing money blocks and manifesting abundance workshop. I'm partnering up with the wonderful Karen Lundy this April 19th to give you guys an amazing clearing with theta healing and then really boost you up so you can manifest your abundance through some tapping exercises, and a ton of really great valuable information is in there. Karen and I actually went live on my personal page last week to give you a little taste test. So if you haven't checked that out yet, I highly encourage you to do that and get in on the early bird. The early bird gets special bonuses. So I've been posting all over my stories how excited I am about the wallpapers. You probably can't see it, but maybe. Woo, you can kind of see it. So I'm a money magnet. Oh, it's right there. It's middle there. I'm a money magnet. Woo! So every time I look at my phone, and I realize that I'm very addicted to my phone by how much I'm saying these mantras. So if you look at your phone a lot and want it to be a good thing that you're looking at your phone, add some positive affirmations. So there's a bunch of different wallpapers that are in as a special early bird bonus. There's also a money power-up worksheet that I created with powerful money mantras on it as well. And Tara also included a wonderful tapping script. So if you get in on it today, you can get immediate access to those amazing bonuses. So we highly recommend that you do that. And there's no excuse. It's also a recorded workshop. So even if that day doesn't work best for you, you can always have access to the recording. And I'm also super excited about my upcoming 5-day completely free self-love and care challenge. So that'll be in my Be Your Best Self group. So I really encourage you guys to get in there. So many people have joined already, and I'm so excited to be building more self-love and care in everyone's lives. So how are you doing today, Tina?
I'm great.
Awesome. And Tina is a wonderful intuitive healer who helps people love life again by healing wounds and ailments. So I'm so excited to introduce you to Tina. We've also been in the Consciouspreneur program for quite a while, so I know a lot about Tina's story. But Tina, can you share with the wonderful audience your story?
I was a nurse for around 24 years. And during this time, I felt stuck in many areas of my life. So I discovered a few gifts that I had. I always help my clients or my patients, I guess. We use different names. So I always help them get unstuck, or I help them with something in their lives. So wonderful. I discovered that, hey, I'm good at it.
Yes, very good at it.
It's a natural talent. So yeah.
That's wonderful. And we have some people popping on. So Nick, hey, you beautiful ladies. She was our wonderful mentor in the program. And then
hi, Nick.
Teresa, hello, ladies. Yes, block on creating abundance of money in my successful business, so I may pay all my bills in time. I'll put the link afterwards, actually, so you guys can get in on all that awesomeness that I was talking about. It's really great. Yeah, and Tina did my Clearing Money Blocks 101. So yeah, there's all kinds of versions.
That's right.
Judy, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Judy. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And definitely say hi, even if you're watching the replay. We'd love to engage and connect with you guys. So be sure to share it out, tag any friends who want this amazing healing that Tina's going to do as well, and get all this valuable information and getting unstuck, or just even like making more space in your life in general. So how do you help your people figure out when they're stuck, what's going on with them? How does that work for your particular process?
Well, first we discuss things like, where are you stuck in your life? Are you stuck in your career, your love life, or exactly what's going on? So if you just can't keep moving forward, I usually suggest just a few things. I give them homework, like first, go outside for 10 minutes. Like, who doesn't go outside? Most people don't. You'd be surprised. So I just tell them, go outside, just look around, look at the trees, look at the birds. What do you see? Are they struggling? No, they're not. Right? So second is usually figure out, what are your dreams? Do you have dreams? Or are you just putting them on the back burner?
Right. And so many people are.
Yeah, that's so true. Right? When we were kids, we used to dream all the time.
Yes.
Right? And then as adults, we seem to like put those on the back burner.
Definitely.
Yeah. So third is usually, what's your habits or hobbies? If you had all the money in the world, what would you be doing? And that's when a lot of people light up. They're like, I would be doing this, or I would be doing that. It's like, okay, so why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you making it a priority? Why are you not putting it at least once a week to start? And they don't. So it's all these simple things that just add up.
So true.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's true. Little kids want to go outside. Little kids want to do all these different things. And then we get in their way. As like adults, we're like, oh no, we don't have time for that. Or like say all the like societal beliefs that get built up in us. Like it was interesting. Over the weekend, I was at a Young Living rally and there was a couple younger girls there and everyone would encourage them to go on stage and like dance crazy and stuff. But it was interesting because one of them was kind of like, I'm not sure, like at the age where it's like starting to understand how adults aren't doing it. And I'm like, so we should be doing it. Like we should also be going on stage and like dancing crazy in our seats and stuff like that.
That's right.
Encouraging the little kids, because we should just foster that in our own inner child. If our inner child wants to come out and play and do these fun things, to do it, even if someone around you might look at you weird.
Yeah, we shouldn't worry about them.
No judgments.
No
that
judgments.
Negative ego energy that creates those judgments. So we don't want to listen to the ego.
No.
So how do you help your people who are like, oh, I don't have time to go outside, or like who come up against all these excuses and just like kind of being stuck, that they're like, oh, well, this is happening, but
actually I ask a hard question.
Okay.
I ask them, if you had 30 days to live, what would you change? And that's a big wake-up call for most people.
Yep.
Because I tell them, you could die when you get out of here.
Exactly.
We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not.
Yep. And I'm interested, guys. There's 8 of you guys live. What would you change? What one thing would you change if you only had 30 days left? What would that change in you? What would that shift? I know that I would have more fun in a day-to-day life.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have a whole hell of a lot more fun.
It's time to implement that, Laura.
I know. And it's crazy. It's especially because in launching new things, I put my head down for a while and work. And then I'm like, okay, like get that back into like harmony and stuff. But it's like, if I wasn't working on a launch in 30 days, if I only had 30 days left to live, how would I reprioritize that? So that's a very powerful question to continuously ask ourselves, because we get out of alignment quite a bit. Things just go back to our old patterns, or stuff gets in the way, or you have to take care of someone else or something new. And then it's like, okay, check in. What's happening now? What can I do different? So I'd be really interested to hear anyone who's live or catching the replay, what you guys would like to do a little bit different. What would you do different, Tina?
What would I do different? That's a good question, because I'm pretty crazy. I'm pretty crazy already. I'm the type that will dance or sing if there's music on in the stores and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I think I'll have to think about that one for myself.
Yeah. And Judy said, stop worrying. Yes, it's so true.
Good one. Yeah.
Because then you wouldn't have a future to be worried about. And worrying doesn't do any good. Like literally, like where our attention goes, energy flows. So you're kind of like praying for bad things when you worry a lot. And I have a whole like letting go of stress and worry workshop that teaches people, because I used to be up at 2:00 in the morning, stressed out all the time, worrying about the potential worst case scenarios of everything, like plan A, B, C, D, blah, 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 of all these different things that were happening so that I could like make myself calm. And it's like, that was just like really creating a lot of chaos and downward spirals in my world by doing that.
It's so true.
Stopping worrying is an important one. So thank you for sharing. So what other steps do you use with your clients? How do you help people even identify that they're stuck? Because sometimes people just are in their kind of drull of life and don't even identify with some of the things that are happening.
Well, most people come to me because they're either their marriage is ending or their relationship is ending, or they're stuck in their career. Like they don't know where to turn, what to do. Most of them are already doing some of the stuff though.
Oh, okay.
They don't realize, I can make a career out of this. Right?
Yeah.
So that's really good. I love seeing when that light bulb hits and they're like,
yes,
I can do that. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's probably putting a lot of belief in themselves.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lola
sometimes
commented, So stop worrying. Yes, stop worrying.
Yes, definitely. And it's interesting because a lot of people feel like they need almost permission. And sometimes I give people that permission. I'm like, so you have permission to do whatever you want. Like, give yourself permission all the time. Be like, I have permission to stop worrying. I have permission to make today the best day of my life. I have permission to go do the things that light me up or make me feel fulfilled. So sometimes even like having that as a mantra, or just like looking at the things where, why am I holding myself back in this area, so that you can move forward.
You just brought up something. A lot of people think they don't have permission to be happy.
I know.
Right? Yeah. Comes with that worrying part, I think. Because if you're worrying, you're not happy.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. Yeah. I love that. So everybody has permission to be happy.
Yes. This is your official permission.
That's right.
Awesome. So do you want to explain a little bit about the healing and get into all the great, wonderful healing energies?
All right. So my healings are done pretty simply. You just set your intention to get rid of anything that no longer serves you. And if you want to open your heart to receive more, whether it's more love, more happiness, more joy, more ease, all that good stuff. So all you have to do is put your feet firmly on the ground. And you can either put your hands just open or on your heart. So if you guys want the healing, we will start.
Wonderful.
So I just ask Creator for anything that you guys want. You guys set your intentions. It's a lot of love being sent out.
Wonderful.
I see everybody receiving it. And I see a lot of people need to drink water.
Get your water, guys.
Yes, get your water. So it is done. So basically, we should all feel a little bit lighter, a bit more happy, joyful, and your hearts are a little bit more open. Oh, some of you are really ready. Yeah, I got from like 5% to 95%.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So somebody's really ready.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So yes, after healing is done, make sure you drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And if you guys can go outside, it's a lot easier. And you're welcome. It's a lot better for you. Yeah, I'm drinking my water.
And Christy says thank you. Pauline claps. Wonderful. So we still have like about 14 minutes. So what else would you like to get out there about getting unstuck and helping them move forward?
What else? Basically, I help anybody and everybody. Lately, I've been helping a lot of teenagers. So if anybody has or knows teenagers, I can talk to them. They seem to connect a little bit with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because I'm open and I listen.
Okay. So and you also have quite a few teenagers living in your house, too.
Yeah, just a few. So I do know a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're good because you're in that energy. You're like able to talk teenager speak.
Right. And teenagers speak sometimes it's just sitting and listening. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised. Like a lot of people think they have to know the lingo or whatever. You don't. You just need to listen and not judge. They are so afraid of judgment. If everybody can remember when you guys were teenagers.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't judge. You just, accept them for who they are.
Yeah, everyone wants to be accepted and loved. Like, those are so key.
Exactly.
Wonderful. And Judy said, nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then Christy, thank you. My baby was kicking and moving the whole time. She loved it. Wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome.
So what are all the different healing modalities that you have in your toolbox? What different things do you typically use in a session? And are they kind of like intuitively guided for which one you need to use? Or
yeah. I do have Reiki. I do have therapeutic touch, and I have a few courses of theta healing. But basically, I just follow intuitively whatever they need. Some people just need, I also do readings, right? So somebody just comes in and they just want to hear from that loved one. So I'll give them that. And I'll also do a healing because most times if they need to heal, to hear about that person, it's usually because they need a healing.
Okay. So, very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's always different, which is what I like.
Nice. I know. It's so exciting to be like doing a different type of thing all the time, to be like, oh, and then this thing, and oh, I can help them with this. Like,
yeah. And then really you go, oh my God, that was so much fun.
Yes. And Teresa says, thank you. So thank you all for letting us know how that experience was for you. And if you guys have any questions or if you guys want any other support, we have Tina for another 10 minutes. So she's open to anything that you guys want extra support on. If you want another healing on something in specific for you, if you're like, I'll get a teenager to watch this later and you have a question maybe to ask, definitely let us know and we'll support you in any way that we can.
That's right. That's what we're here for.
Yes, for sure. And it's really fun to like grow and expand, especially with like different things in my toolbox. And like, I'm sure this is the same for you to be like, like I'm using this today. It's like, I haven't used this in a long time, but like, you just know that this person needs it. So sometimes people, when they're like wanting to book something, they're like, I don't know what which one to book, which one should I select with you? And I'm like, honestly, whatever you come up with is whatever we're like, as unique as you are and whatever you're going through and your issue is as unique as that healing solution is going to be. So sometimes I might need to pull a little bit from this or a little bit from that. So a lot of people are very fine with it being intuitively guided by that because they get the most benefit from it.
Yeah. And usually your first choice is usually the correct one.
That's true. Whatever you're being strongly pulled to. Yeah. And how do you
No second guessing.
Yes. Do you have like cards or anything in specific that you do for your readings, or is those kind of intuitively guided as well?
You cut off there, so I didn't hear the full question.
How do you kind of format your readings? Do you have cards, or do you do kind of intuitive readings for what you're getting off their energy?
Okay, you're cutting off. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well. Oh, my picture over there in that little box looks a little bit blurry.
Yeah, it is. So I think you were asking if I use any props.
Yeah, right? Like for readings. Do you do cards, or how does that work?
I started out using cards. I still use cards just for fun, but it's so funny because I just did a show 1 week ago, and they had hired me to do cards. And it's fun. It's just that I start talking, and then I'm like, oh, do you want a card? So I shoveled the card, and whatever I said is what the card came up. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I started out using cards. So what I did was, ask me a question, I'll give you one card. So what I did, so I would pull out the card, and then I would just keep rambling, right? So it would just keep coming out, and I was like, oh, shoot. We wanted cards. So that's why I stopped using them.
Oh, okay. And then Christy, I can hear you both. Laura's fuzzy. Yeah, it looks better on my end on both little pictures. Good now. Okay. I'm like sending healing energy to it. I'm like, okay, good, that works. So maybe if anyone who's live, we have 6 people live. So if you guys want any kind of energy healing or like mini reading, we have 8 minutes with Tina left.
Or I'll answer yes or no questions.
Ooh, so I like those.
Yeah, those are fun.
And we'll wait for you guys. Okay. Lola, how do you stop worrying all the time? Oof, exhausting. I believe pray a lot. I talk to my angels a lot. That's good. So how do you recommend she stop worrying all the time?
When you catch yourself, think of something you're grateful for. Yeah, I think it's the best way, because if you're worrying about something and you switch it to gratitude, your life will change drastically.
Yes. I love that. And one thing that I do is 3 questions. So this helped me a lot when I was worrying like all of the time, is to kind of look at that one thought. So when you're like worrying about a million things, I recommend people to brain dump so that you can kind of look at it one at a time. So when you have that one thought, you can be like, okay, am I in control of this? Am I actually in control of this? Because sometimes people worry about storms, snowstorms, and like the weather and all that. And it's like, you don't have control over it. Worrying about the weather makes 0 sense. So don't even worry about it. Let that go. Like that's something you can clearly be like, I do not have control over this. I'm going to let that thought go. The second question is, am I responsible for this? So number 2, am I responsible for this? Because a lot of people worry about other people's junk, and you can't go into someone else's body and make sure that their life is better. So they worry about their kids, even though their kids are adults, or worried about certain things are going to play out. So if you're not responsible for it, stop worrying about it. And then the very third question is, can I do anything about it right now? So if it's 2:00 in the morning and you're worried about something, it's very likely that you're not able to do anything about it right now. You're not at work, you can't file a report, you can't do anything about it. So just letting it go. So those are the top ways that I was able to help myself do that. And then Christy.
Those are great.
Thanks. I would love a message from my guides or angels. My life's been a struggle the last 6 months. I went from wonderful to over happy to struggling. Okay.
All I got was that your life is changing for the better, and you have to let go of the reins. You are trying to control things too much. You're trying to control the outcome. Yeah, it's kind of like she hit a brick wall.
Okay.
Yeah, but your life is changing.
Cool.
And if you want an in-depth message, just message me, and I'll go more in-depth with that.
Wonderful. And Judy, good advice. Judy, a card for a general clearing. I'm not sure if you have cards nearby. Do you have cards nearby?
No, I don't. They're in my vehicle, actually.
Okay. Well, you don't have to worry about a card, but just like any kind of support Judy could get.
Any support Judy could get. Open up more.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I got. Open up more. By worrying, you're stopping the flow of receiving. So by worrying too much about this, that, and the other thing that you have no control over, Closing yourself off from receiving the happiness, the joy, the peace, the love. Yeah.
Lola, would love a sign if I'm on the right path, struggling too.
Would love a sign if I'm on the right path. We're always on the right path. That's the thing. We're always on the right path, but we have curves.
Yeah.
Or sharp turns sometimes. Lola, I feel like there's something else that you'd rather be doing. Sometimes we struggle. I feel like everybody seems to be struggling. Sometimes we struggle because we're not open to letting go. We're not open to just taking a day and looking within. What do I really want? Do I really want what I'm going after? Or am I going after this because somebody thinks I should be doing that?
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like everybody should take that time. What do you really want? That's a big question.
Judy, thank you. I'm very open, but we'll do more. Very cool. And then Christy, thank you. And you're right. I did hit a brick wall, and thank you. I definitely have control issues and need to learn to let go. Thank you. Wonderful. Awesome. So how can people connect with you after the show? What are all the different ways that they connect to you in the cyberspace world?
In the cyber world? You can find me on Facebook at Tina Saulnier or Tina's Natural Therapies. I do have a page and I have a group that I will admittedly say that I have not been active in lately. These last few months have been a form of transformation for me personally. So I kind of put that on the back burner. So yes, I did take the time to reflect on what I wanted. So there's a lot of changes coming, but that's how you can find me.
Very cool. Awesome. Wonderful. So can you put that in the comments right after so that they can click? And I know that some of your links I did put up above. So on the post above, it's also a great way for you guys to click and contact her if you want more of this awesomeness in your world. Awesome. And if you guys want to get into my Be Your Best Self group, I highly encourage you guys to do that, to add more self-love and care in your life and just release that struggle, because we don't need to be in that struggle energy. It's not helpful. And it's when you're like in that like fight, flight, like constricted, just safety, security mode, you're not able to receive and open and expand, to receive more love, to give yourself more love, and to receive abundance. If you constrict yourself in one way, it's likely showing up in a variety of ways in your world. So it's very important to just work on the more opening of your channel, like doing anything that you can to open yourself up. And Lola, number 444-555-222, meaning.
Angel numbers.
Yeah, angel numbers are awesome. I usually go on my phone whenever I see numbers like that a lot, and I'm like, okay, Google, what does 444 mean by Doreen Virtue? And then it like pops up and tells me.
555 is awesome. 555 means that there's a change coming.
Ooh, very cool.
I know that one for sure. There's a few I know for sure, and that's one. Because I'm like, yes!
It's exciting to get good ones. I see like 1111 all the time.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us live. Thank you so much, Tina, for offering all of your amazingness to these wonderful ladies who joined us live. And if you're catching the replay, definitely let us know if you guys have any comments or questions or concerns about anything, because we would love to support you. And I usually check the comments for about a week afterwards on these. So definitely if you're hitting up the replay, let us know that you're watching it. And we're sending you guys so much love and light. And I encourage you to tune in again next Monday at 12 Atlantic, 11 Eastern to add more amazing love and light into your world. Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye.